Hello guys, and welcome back to Diablo 3. We just finished exploring the Halls of Agony, level 3, I'm assuming? I can't read because of the overlay again. But now we're off to face the final boss of Act 1. No, you're not.
You really want to go down there?
Are you afraid?
No, I was just wondering what was taking you so long.
Yeah, never mind. So in we go.
Leah must be back in Tristram crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the butcher.
Fresh meat.
And this is once more a really interesting and really dynamic boss fight. Because the floor is basically occasionally on fire. And I think the longer it takes, the more... Ouch. The more of it is on fire. Ouch. Healing well. There we go. And so if you're too slow at killing him, he will hurt you quite a lot. But then there's also the healing wells around. So again, the boss has a
Human flesh better.
has a nice way of healing you. He has a pulling attack, which is nasty. The healing wells eventually refill. Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm hoping I'll do this. I actually find this boss to be fairly challenging, especially with not the best of equipment.
Good. Human flesh better.
Gods, that's over! I'm
Yeah.
willing to split this half and half with you. I'll take half now, and then half when we get back to town.
Never mind that. This is all mine. So yeah, as you saw, not the easiest of fights.
So,
I'm not...
Do you have any sisters, lovers, attractive female companions?
No.
Don't get mad. I'm just trying to get acquainted with you.
No, you're not.
Fine then.
Yeah. So, let's check out what we found. Okay, this ring is obviously better, because it gives experience. And a nice axe, which is not nice. And a ceremonial knife, which... well, obviously. I'm losing 1 point of mana regeneration, but the additional damage is worth it. Might as well take the feet, the shoes. And I guess I'll take the mojo as well. Giving me an achievement because I have a ceremonial... what's it called? Ceremonial knife and a mojo. And if I have both of these equipped at the same time, and a voodoo mask as well, yeah, I will get this achievement. So now, after the butcher is down, we have to find the imprisoned angel. And you can't go down here, sadly. But this place looks quite cool. It's like, it's slightly reminiscent of the Mines of Moria. And someone remarked that the treasure pygmies, treasure goblins, they are very similar to the crystal lizards in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. They basically don't try to fight you, they try to run away, and if you don't kill them fast enough, you lose them. And if you do kill them fast enough, you get cool items, so kind of similar. I'm not saying anyone copied anyone there. but it's quite cool. Okay, just because of OCD, I'll discover that bit as well, and then let's talk to the stranger.
I am dying.
Take your sword, Angel.
My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael.
Which I'm certain is of no surprise to anyone. Well, it's surprising to someone who doesn't know the game. It was to me, but then the name didn't mean anything to me. People who played the first two games, not certain if he was in the first one, but he was definitely in the second one, so people who played those will know.
You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldean.
Belial and his legions will find justice at my hands. He will not escape punishment.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
Yeah. He opened a town portal for us, which is nice. Hadric, he has something to say.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
Anyone can see that it pulls at you.
Right, well, my father tried to dispel the rumors about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out, and nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back, and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
Why did these men kill him? Did they believe your father a traitor as well?
I doubt it. Madmen don't need reasons to kill. Just blades.
Guns don't kill detectives. People do. Let's see if I can equip anything interesting yet. I kind of doubt it though. Yep. So all these belts, like all the stuff that's crossed out, I can't use because it's for another class. The axe is not that good. I don't need the extra health really. And finally that ring. Okay, I can switch to the next level of health potion actually. Interesting. And store these away as well. And now let's talk to Tyrael. Actually, yeah, let's do it.
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Chaldea.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
As you wish. We will see to his shell. Then, we will see to his murderers.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
Okay, first I'm going to check if Leah has written another diary. I've already missed one, and I'm assuming I missed some more, but nope. And then speech options with Tyrael. We did get a lot of action at the beginning of this part, so the rest might not be quite as interesting.
Who are Belial and Asmodan?
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things. and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Asmodan, reigns over the other half of hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
Belial may lead us to him.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
And that was all the speech options, okay. So, yeah, all that I really have left to do at this point. Yeah.
I have some new items that I'm
Not really interested in buying or selling, so
My friend, shall we depart to Caldeum?
let's head over to the next act. And there will be a video sequence, so I will be quiet.
It was all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work. You never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Tristram is safe. I go now to Caldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of hell, Belial. I will set the city free.
And here we are in Act 2, sorry. Let's not get ahead of ourselves that much. If things went according to plan, you just saw the opening, rather the closing cinematic.
I got some new things. You should take a look.
Yeah, the closing cinematic of Act 1. YouTube has been a little troublesome with those. At least the introduction to the first cinematic, the intro trailer thing, that got flagged because it's property of Blizzard, which it is, so I don't like it, but I can't do anything about it. So if it gets flagged in this video, I will remove it. Meaning if you didn't see it, it got flagged. But now, let's ask Leah what to do.
Here we are. Caldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
Our paths lead apart. You search for Belial, and I will seek Magda. Her end will bring rest to Cain's spirit.
Sounds like a plan. Let's send the angel and the girl to find the Lord of Hell, while the witch doctor handles the ferry. Sounds like a very bad joke.
Guard, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a guard. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
Then we share a common foe. I seek Magda, but I do not know where to find her.
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost.
Okay. So tell us about the refugees.
All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why do they stay here? Why do they not go in the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death.
And the Iron Wolves.
The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakharum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually they took over.
Not an ideal situation then.
Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world after all.
Justice?
Okay. What do you guys have to say?
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Caldeum while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Be safe and learn what you can. When I return, Magda will trouble us no more.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
Probably is, but might as well spring the trap and then kill her.
Life in the borderlands was hard, but we had our dignity.
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
You Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves tried to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse for them to find.
Our homes are destroyed, yet you do not.
Okay, I don't want to listen to all of that because it might be a bit long.
Why not purchase some of my dyes and give yourself a little color?
I'm not really convinced. I believe that in here, in the Searing Sands Inn, we can occasionally find more books, I think.
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
Al-Hazir's Heavy Tomes? Okay. An Abridged History of Caldeum, Part 1.
Most commoners know Caldeum by reputation, if not direct experience. The trade city has existed for thousands of years, predating even the Mage clan.
This gate leads to Alcanis. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost.
Most commoners know Caldeum by reputation, if not direct experience. The trade city has existed for thousands of years, predating even the Mage clan wars. Its neutral stance throughout the following centuries saved it from the destruction that visited the nearby city of Vizjun, and life, along with trade, carried on.
Okay. I had to stop because there's going to be more dialogue coming up, but we'll see that next episode, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye!